Good Monday, everyone. I just want to give you guys a shout out. Hope everyone is doing amazing. Yeah, man, it's 1:11. It's a time of messages, man. Much love. I hope you guys are receiving great ones. Gonna do something here right quick. Actually, I'm gonna go in there. But yeah, I want to get this month's cannabis tarot up for you guys. I know she put it in there. Actually, I can put it faster this way. So, how was your day? I hope your day is doing great. There we go. All right. If anyone's out there, cheers. I'm not looking at the screen right now, so I apologize. Pull that off right there. What up, John M? J Cloud in the house. Goose Gang. What up, Apex? Good to see you, my friend. Hope everything's going good. This is our friend Beautiful Existence. We're going to drop up some stuff. I just want to give a huge shout out. We've had a massive weekend. Thank you so much, J Cloud, for fucking hooking the brother back up. You went camping. Missed you. Right there. I think that's some King Louis. So hell yeah, man. Day's going great. We're going to check out this tarot real quick from our good friend Beautiful Existence. That's her channel right there. Let me go ahead and grab that. Drop this in here. She's cool as hell. Make sure you check out that channel. We want to get that thing up, get that thing going, guys. Much love. But let's go ahead and check this out. So this is this month's. We checked out last month's. We watched that. We basically watched all of them on the channel. So we're going to hit here. And I believe she just moved to Seattle. So cheers.
Hello, cannabis family. Beautiful Existence here.
Hey, Gemma, cheers.
Absolutely glorious Seattle summer day. And I just pulled a weekly cannabis flower of life. I'm sitting here in a very, very sacred spot, which has become very beloved to me, activated completely in the middle of this labyrinth. And I just pulled what is normally my weekly cannabis flower of life tarot pull, and talked about how this pull is leading up to the July 4th lunar eclipse on America's July 4th birthday and all over motherfucking America. So it's already feeling very inner, very lunar in this lead up of this week. And what I thought
good to see you too, Gemma. I hope you're doing great today.
Is now actually
or tonight for you, or this afternoon for you.
The Skunk Magazine Cannabis Flower of Life collective poll, because this is how powerful this lunar eclipse is that we are going into for America and Americans, especially, one of which I am right now.
Which we've already gone through that lunar eclipse.
But really for the entirety of humanity, because of the archetype of America's current design within the world's design and spectrum within humanity right now. And our design for America, I'm sure the world can already feel through the series of events of 2020 and the hindsight that we have all been receiving and will continue to receive for the rest of this year, as most of the world understands, and especially metaphysical astrologers, spiritualists, witches, goddesses, every in touch cannabis plant spirit connected and other all plant spirits, animal spirits, divine guided wisdoms, energies, groups, beings, and iterations. America is in the beginning of its redesign. We have our Pluto activated.
I think we all know that.
America this year.
I think we can all tell that.
Is America's 250
I'm not saying
year Pluto return.
This was
And
before
so
4th of July.
That is pretty significant, and it isn't completely at its pinnacle for 2 more years. It just starts this year. And having not only the Leo solar eclipse in August of 2017 over America and activating all these things for the last 3 years that were the end of your old paths or the end of America's old design. And
we see it everywhere right now. America is absolutely changing.
And what our societies are now going to start becoming because of the choices of people in the past that they have chosen and are already on dead center. This is the cement drying. This is America, the design within it, design within all of that, the design within, the Earth's society.
Hey, baby, good morning.
All of this is being broken down right now. Tower card of Tarot for the redesign of
this is a replay of hers.
Of birth and destruction and rebirth, or rebirth and destruction. That's usually the process, rebirth or destruction and then rebirth. And activating this year. So this solar eclipse, the solar eclipse in 2017 activated, and this lunar eclipse is cementing into the fucking ground of all of human history and understanding around America and pretty much every soul's life on this plane right now. But we play currently a big part in that design, so that's going to be changing.
This is from 4th of July.
FYI. But let's get to what I normally put up on my IG every week, which is a weekly Cannabis Flower Life Tarot, because this weekly and apropos at the beginning of the month of the lunar eclipse over America on America's birthday, this tarot spread immediately had the Wheel of Fortune card reversed come up. Popped out of the fucking deck before I started shuffling, and as soon as I started shuffling. So whatever we've had in recent past, this is the cannabis root stems, our root chakra of the recent past, and with it absolutely reversed for the Wheel of Fortune. This means that there has been some kind of misdeed, some kind of misuse, some kind of misappropriation, some kind of mistake, some kind of Miss America. There's been some kind of damage in the past, and it has manipulated. There's a lot of M's coming through right now for this card in the past. America, or isn't it hashtag America now? This was saying in the recent past we've had some disappointments, and I'm being told destructions. And the 2 cards that took me a while to shuffle to get that.
Love you, baby. Have a great day.
And it was our 4 of Cups reversed on the bottom and a Hermit on top. So with the 4 of Cups reversed like this in the current present situation, this is saying that everybody's pretty much gone inner. Probably gone inner for the last couple of weeks. There's been a lot of self-reflection, a lot of getting in touch with that within, and rightfully so, because this is the end of the cement drying. All these designs are being completely activated into their new form. This lunar eclipse is clearing up what was activated with the solar eclipse in 2017, and we are all done fried. Whatever we've chosen, that's what we are. And so we're in this period of reflection even before this lunar eclipse. And La Luna is definitely known as the, inner energy, the inner self-reflection and self-awareness journey. But to have this card come out in the present, reversed, and then on top of it as basically to say double, triple, quadruple down on it. We're really going to be going inner. We're really going to be in the near future, which this is the future, or our crown chakra, or the power of the planet. This is really saying that we all month, but this lunar eclipse activates for years, depending on which planetary cycle it's with. And its activation with a Jupiter-Pluto conjunction this week, which is the second of the first, which we all saw what came out of the first.
We did.
And now getting worse, possibly. This is the Jupiter-Pluto conjunction, and Pluto is on America's 250-year destruction and rebirth cycle right now. So a lot of inner work. This La Luna is issuing in a lot of inner work.
Cheers.
So.
Keep away from that Pluto destruction, everyone. Go ahead and say that.
Really clear with who we are and where we're going. And there's going to be a lot of things that end up continually turning this whole spread for not only this week, the first week of July, but the whole fucking month of July. Came flying out before I even started. This wheel is absolutely mean. So whatever way it was, this is what came up during the portal pull last September, before the portal for this new world was brought in, and I helped usher in with over 200 glowing goddesses in fucking Massachusetts. This is before that portal opened. This is the motherfucking closing of that portal. The wheel has turned.
We in.
Whatever. Go back and look at my September 19th portal IG video. Oh, there goes the energy again. That's a lot of energy to release. You see that? Yeah, that's a lot of energy to release. Ooh, I've been carrying some of that still since last September. Okay. We've chosen. We're on our house. Wheel has turned.
Hell yeah. Cheers, guys. Much love. Beautiful existence. I hope everyone's having a great day. What are you watching? That was the July tarot reading from Beautiful Existence. She does it for Skunk Magazine. I spoke to her a little bit today. So I said, hey, I'm going to throw July's up. So I will start it off with the good news. Beautiful Existence. Dropped her link right there, I believe. She is definitely family. She is Beantown, Greentown to the core. She is just moved out to Washington State, I believe. I believe it is Washington State. She absolutely loves it out there. So cheers. Much love, Fab. Keep growing. Keep growing, Beautiful Existence. Truly appreciate you. I'm doing good filming a new video. Cheers, Gemma. Absolutely. Keith and Chief up in the house. Jay's rapping. B Cloud came in for lunch. Who else did we have? We have Goose Gang. You got Apex Failure. Man, the myth, the legend. Exploring Ginger. What up? Good to see you. Yeah, welcome to my show. I'm now welcome to my show. Cheers, man. Hell yeah. We got some Sour Diesel. Dabs. We got some King Louie. We got some King Tut. We got some. All right, that one's empty. We got some pressed diamonds. I believe this was. Yeah, these are pressed diamonds. So I believe they said that was lemon kush. I got 2 of those. So yeah, beautiful. We're going to have some fun. What up, Kush Coffee? How the hell are you? Good to see you, girl. I hope you're doing amazing. Hope anyone that's being put back into work, I hope you guys are being safe. I hope the people that you're working for are being safe. Just be careful out there. Let's not get a bunch of people sick again. Stuff like that. Let's move forward and move past this. And I think that would be awesome for everyone. So everyone just be safe, be healthy. Wash your hands, cover your face, Smoke weed every day. So yeah, let's do a dab of this pressed diamonds. Huge shout out to Bean to Green also, man. Girl hooked us up and she makes some amazing stuff. If you guys don't know her, Bean to Green, and that's literally, it's called Bean to Green Healing on Instagram. Tell her Johnny Koff sent you because she's very private, but yeah, she's got some great stuff. Very knowledgeable person. Lurking and working. Cheers, Jimmy. Keep dancing. It is hot as Hades here on this Monday. Up here. We will not be doing a very long show today. Like I said, we are already in the upper 80s in the studio, and I am starting to sweat. I just wanted to come on and say hi real quick to everyone. Hope everyone's having a great day. See what everyone was up to. What are you growing on? How's everything growing? How's everything smoking? You know, just stuff like that. Took the weekend off, spent some time with some friends. You know, it's good. The weekend off, spent some time with some friends. Sorry. Look. Na. Gotcha, J Cloud. Absolutely. Whatever you're doing, make sure you guys keep doing it. We got a long week ahead of us. I guess it's like 5 days. Well, it's about 4.5 now. It's definitely shorter than the weekend. So, but if you guys have fun, that the week will just fly. So let's just go ahead and have fun. I mean, that always sounds like the best idea to me. We got to spend a lot of time outdoors yesterday. I'm really kind of exhausted from that. 4 hours outdoors with plant with good friend Keep Collector with the plants. Yesterday, that was hot, but we got a lot of work done. We had Dr. Fire from Beantown, Greentown coming in, man, and throwing some knowledge out at the grow, which is always good. Miss that dude. Always good to see him. Can't wait to have him back on a more regular basis because dude is awesome. So we spent a good time doing that. Going camping on Friday until Monday. Hell yeah, that's always fun. Oh, it's always humid here too. We live the water is like, I don't know, 10 miles away. So yeah, we just baking in our own juices up in here in Mass. But yeah, so cheers everyone. A lot of new and exciting things. Lost my ass off in poker. I wasn't the first one out, but I should have been. As bad as I played. As bad as I played last night. It wasn't the first one out, but I should have been. Yeah, like sometimes you're on that verge of being just a little too high. Be playing poker. That's where I was. I was teetering on that verge all day yesterday. I was teetering right on that verge. What up, Henny 609? Cheers, my friend. Henny 609, Henny 420. Cheers. Nice. Sweet. I hope everyone is doing well today. And guys, remember, take advantage of the time you got right now because you don't know when you'll have it again. A lot of people getting to spend some extra time with family. Make sure you do that. Now, my advice is always, if you are a drinker and a smoker, like a cannabis smoker and or a drinker, whenever you're going to be around the family, man, go with the cannabis. It makes people say like less crazy things, and you won't get as excited. You'll still say crazy things. I'm not going to say you won't. You'll definitely say crazy things, but you won't say crazy things like angry, you know. So they won't seem that because dude's just high. But like when people are drunk and they say crazy things, they're like saying it angry with like so much emotion. You're like, wow, that dude is fucking crazy. Crazy. And then like you slow it down, you're like, well, he's not wrong. He's just really, really drunk. He doesn't know how to hold his emotion back as he's speaking. 710 is oil upside down. Cheers. You are not a sheep, or is that the goat? I don't even know. Because right there on mine, it shows a goat. But you are the goat to me, homie. Cheers, brother. I hope you're doing all right. Yo. That's one of my favorite things about being around people that have a couple too many drinks every once in a while. There's no reason to yell. What up, Dennis 420? Good to see you. So yeah. I saw the funniest thing. I found out where I want to move. Brian's World of Mechanic, cheers, brother. Terry D, cheers, homie. I found the perfect spot where I want to move. I found it was perfect. I was just like, oh my God, this is just perfect. The house isn't for sale or anything. It's not even a lot of land, but the neighbors are awesome. It's insanely awesome. One of them has a Trump 2020 sign in their yard. The other, and on the opposite side of the road, facing that sign, the dude has a anyone but Trump 2020 sign in the yard, facing the other one, like they're yelling at each other, like constantly. That is just going to be a battle that is going to be awesome coming through. I would just love to be able to sit there and watch it. I would just love to, I would love to see the little interactions as they go to the mailbox and shit like that. Like, I would literally film that shit on a daily basis. I'm just imagining, fucking snide remarks back and forth, trying to get the mailman to fucking put the mail in a different one. Man, people are going out their damn mind. It's just so fun. It's so fun to be a spectator right now. Holy shit. Everyone's like, it's a civil war. Yeah, but it ain't North versus South. It's straight up neighbor versus neighbor now. It's just funny. It's hilarious. I just want to get a sign in my yard, if I was able to live there, that says, hey, both my neighbors are idiots. Rule yourself. You have the ability. I believe in you. I believe your moral code won't make you wake up tomorrow a free, absolutely free person and go on a killing spree. I believe that you won't do that. I may be the biggest idiot on the planet for thinking that, but I'm not really sure. Personally, I try to not think that. Robert Berg, what is up? Good to see you. Rule yourself, man. You know, I don't talk to my neighbors around here. They all know what I do, but I do it legally. I like, if they're just like, okay, kids, you can't go by that house. And I'm like, oh, sweet. But I do get it like every time. What else though? I do get it like every time. A friend of like one of the kids like friends get dropped off that their parents are interested in growing, and there's a lot of them. Like there's a lot of them. I do get a lot of like, hey, I heard, blah 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 stuff, and I'm like, oh no, man, they're gonna think that my kid's a bad influence, yada yada, and they're like, well, I got this code. I'm like, oh shit, sweet, like. So that's working now that like legalization has like made it a little bit more mainstream for people's yards and stuff. You don't feel like that bad parent really, because you're like, oh, they're doing it there. Relax, don't tax it. Yeah. So I always get freaked out, but I think that's pretty cool. That it's kind of free flowing out, and obviously my kid needs to shut him mouth. I'm just kidding. I mean, we are in that society right now, to whereas, it's not like I'm growing so many plants here that it's, illegal. I'm not growing enough to whereas someone would be like, oh, I got to rob that place. I'm not stupid. I don't keep anything like that around my family. We have kids, so being smart, being smart about it. I work other places, so like that. Irish mama, cheers, girl. But this is some terpy ass sour D. Beats green. It's rosin press. That's the same thing as anything. You don't ever want to put any of your family or friends in danger. That's anything, Anyone who's ever been to my house knows that's 100% true. So, is what it is. Yep, I do. I keep everything away from the kids like that. And I know there's a little interest from it on their side. You know what I mean? But all I do is I speak to them about it in medical terms. I don't give it a thought process of, yeah, it's legal recreationally, but, let's not look at that. Let's look at it, the medical value of it. Because if we always look at this plant as the medical value of it, we will never devalue it so much that it turns into jewelry. And by jewelry, I mean it's the cool thing to have on you. And that, I believe, creates a lot of problems. Creates a lot of problems when you're trying to grow medicine and to get people medicine. And that's what cannabis is. It's a medicine. It's not a diamond ring. It's, okay, cool, you can grow some badass medicine. That's awesome. Let's heal some fucking people. I have Dad's Dab Lounge. I love Dab Lounges, Robert. I used to love the 420 Speakeasy. And then there was another one down by, on the other side of town. I can't remember the names of the cross streets. But yeah, there was another great one down there. I never went to the Lion. I went to the Lion once, but there were so many honestly, when I went in there was like a bunch of fucking, leeches like people there that had no product and they were just trying to get you to give them a dab and shit like that. Like, I didn't dig it. Like, you know, doors locked, door locked, and it has a bathroom. Yeah, and I think if we continue to focus on it as a medicine, we can continue that awesome growth potential that the plant has and keep it in perspective for medical patients to be able to attain it. And that's really it at the end of the day. If we turn this into a glamour industry, we're going to reap the benefits of it in 10 years, and it won't be good. If we keep this on a medical thought basis, and if some glamour shit comes out of it, cool, that happens. But if we keep our baseline low, you know what I mean? By like saying, no, this is a medical thought process. This is a medical thought process. This isn't about who fucking, you know, gold chains and fucking like grills and shit. I don't. That's how we lose. And it's the same way how we lost with the pharmaceutical companies. We allowed them to put it on a pedestal. We can't allow that, man. Airborne Stoner, cheers. I smoke whenever. If I need to medicate, I do it. My kid's knows this absolutely. He's very smart for his age. I don't hide it. I take VA pills it's absolute. It's your normal now. Airborne Stoner, 100%, and that's the whole process that my kids know. You know, the kids absolutely know it. Like, look, remember when I was taking those things that I couldn't head up the stairs with? You see me now, and they see the positive process that it's had. So they're like, "Yay! What about Jones? Cheers!" They've seen the positive medical process that it's had, and that's what we want to teach, and that's what we want to push, because that creates understanding, you know, because right now there's a huge educational gap. D-Block, cheers. Sorry, I almost missed you, homie. There's a huge educational gap between the consumer and the grower. And actually, the growers themselves, there's a massive educational gap. And within the next few years, that gap with the growers will close in. And as that gap with the growers closes in, the gap between the consumer is not far behind. And you can see the models, what I'm talking about, in the state of Colorado, where it's very, you know, it's you know, it's a very stabilizing plant if you keep it on a medical thought process, is what I'm saying. To whereas the prices won't get out of control, the medicine stays good, and the end patient has the best medical cannabis possible. Not only is that best medical cannabis possible, the top shelf of recreational cannabis that you cannot get recreationally because it's 17% or 18% or whatever it is. So that puts that medicine at the literal top of the charts, and it keeps it there. You know, and that's one of the best things that we can do as an industry, or as a people, as a you know, a community, is keep it on that less bling bling level and more of a medicine level. That, hey, we're fucking healing people, and that's what we want to do. I don't fucking care. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care who's like, oh yeah. Look, I love Snoop's music. And I love, he had an orange velvet that was bomb. It wasn't that strong. The terps were off the chain, but the medicine wasn't great. Like, it wasn't like medicine. Like, so my favorite medicines are still made by patients, you know, that were patients first. Like, they make bomb ass shit. You look at Dr. Fire, you look at Dr. Kind, Dr. Sticky Icky. You look at, you know, I'm just naming the people around here, you know, just with Beantown, Greentown. You look at the people throughout the community itself that grow fire, straight fire. You know what I mean? They all started off as patients. or they all started off wanting to understand the plant at some point, and they grow fire. It doesn't take long, it doesn't take long. And if we look at the right people, you can notice they ain't doing everything under the sun to make that shit fire. Just know their shit. And that's where I say the growers will get better and better and better and better, so that level will keep coming down. Like, look, I know professional growers that work for dispensaries, and I would say they teach classes. They teach growing classes, and you say, okay, dude, so would you consider yourself a master grower? They go, absolutely fucking not. We absolutely have no fucking clue the potential of this plant. We don't know if we've reached the potential of this plant or if we're just scratching the surface. Like, we don't know at this point. So you can't really consider master grower an actual thought process until we understand the parameters of this plant, because we have no clue of it. It's going crazy. The weed is so good, Rick. It's like 30% top shelf. Medical can be about the same, but edibles are getting to be super good. 2000 for, yeah. So Colorado bumped up the recreational. Colorado bumped up the recreational. Is that like at the dispensaries, or is that like where your like recreational would be like from someone who's growing and stuff like that? That kind of recreational. The gray market. Whether. Man, thank you so much, Greenleaf. We're gonna have a lot of beans going out. There's only one good that I have gotten from the last couple runs, and that's the orange Kush cake crossed with Starburst. So yeah, I've worked on that pheno. I got a couple monsters going right now with it. So I have a very, very big male plant that I'll be taking to that bitch, and hopefully that will amplify a little bit bigger yield and a little bit longer. It's a 7.5 weeker, and I want it to be right around 8 to 8.5, because I want more growth. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to extend the actual flower time so we can get more growth on it. So I have one real nice big plant that we're going to cross her with. And hopefully we'll get some real good stuff out of that. But yeah, the last season I kind of look at as a bust, except for that one. That one is extremely terpy. It's very frosty, but yield-wise, not great. We want to fix that. So I don't want to give anyone plants that yield them like fucking 2 ounces after 3 months. That's fucked up, bro. That's fucked up. That's a mean thing to do. That's a mean thing to do. We'll get it. From the dispensary, I've not seen street weed. Yeah, a friend of mine was saying the same thing. He's like, yeah, there's no more black market here. And that's because they kept it on a medical thought process, I believe. I believe that. So he was all mad. He was all mad. Yeah, there's no more fucking black market here. He's all mad, but he's still sitting there fucking paying 90 an ounce for fucking fire. So what the fuck you mad at, bro? Why do you need a black market? You don't need a black market. Fuck yeah, Goliath grower. Cheers, my friend. Cheers, Misfits. Was that right? No, wait. Yeah. Yeah, that makes me a loser. That makes me a super loser. I'm an idiot. I couldn't remember which way the L went. It goes to me. That's which way it goes. Our dispensary sells CD where from top shelf prices. Wait, you're fucking CD weed for top shelf prices. That's fucked. And 710. You're Middle America, possibly Michigan area, Detroit, Missouri, Chicago, Illinois, Oklahoma, Hawaii, somewhere in the middle. Cheers. Kentucky, Virginia, Indiana, anyone in the chat can help naming the state. Well, I'm sorry, bro. That sucks. That sucks, man. It's not all sunshine and rainbows here either. I don't know, I know back in the day how we used to be viewed globally. But I mean, it's really not all sunshine and rainbows here. As you probably know, there's a lot of people. If you just watched TV, if you just watched TV, I thought that was Oklahoma. I thought Oklahoma was west of Mississippi, the left of Mississippi. Oklahoma, Texas, Mississippi, Louisiana. No, Louisiana is closer to, Texas? Arkansas? Anyway. There's a lot of us trying to climb. One of the things that we have the ability to is we have the ability in this country, supposedly, to be able to do that on our own. We will never be allowed to grow here. It's going to be illegal soon, but they will never allow us to grow our own. Okay, so here's one of the things that you need to, here's one of the things as a population that you need to do. They're going to legalize it. They're going to go medical. They're going to realize that there's no fucking way in hell that they can keep up with just the medical demand of it. They're going to start putting it out there to say, hey, we need growers to actually grow this so we can make some money off of it. Here's the license for it. You're going to pay us X amount, and you're going to be allowed to grow X amount for X amount of customers. As a country just starting out, when you looked at the brand new states in this country that started those programs, they were upwards of 100 to, they were upwards in between 100 and 1,000 plants that were extremely reasonable, reasonably priced to be able to buy those licenses at. So understand, as an entire country is going through that situation, as we've had go state from state. Massachusetts started off with the original was unlimited for a caregiver, So fall upon those processes that are going to happen. Understand how they're going to need to fix those holes, where they're going to need to fix those holes, and be one of those people that fills those holes. Take advantage of them not being nearly prepared, because they can sit there and say it's 50%. Only 50% want it legal. Yeah, because the 25% of the fucking people that don't want it legal are black market fucking dealers and fucking growers. Of course they don't want it legal. They're going to lose all their fucking money. Hell no, they don't want it legal. So it's really 75% of the people want it legal. That's really it. So when it comes down to it, the numbers always blast off. because they never account for the black market people voting against legalization to keep their job, you know? And that's the whole thing. What up, Foxes Dan? Good to see you. Ouija Buds, good to see you, girl. Hope everything's going well. It's a money thing. Absolutely. It's always going to be a money thing. And one of the best things that you can do is always get in on the ground floor of a money thing, even if that's reinvesting in yourself to be prepared for when it happens. Stealth, you're set up pretty nicely for if something happens. You have an understanding on how to grow this plant. You're probably in the top 2%, believe it or not, with the, you know, in the population of the UK, you know, for your knowledge on the plant. I mean, that doesn't mean that you're at the top of that 2%. I'm not saying that. But when you look at the number of people and the number of people that know how to grow cannabis in a massively illegal area, you're in a massive minority. And that stuff right there, if you utilize that shit, when it comes time to, you can really bank off of it. And that's one of the things that I always try to push for here in the US. I want everyone that's busting their ass to keep this plant legit, to keep this plant fucking growing, to keep growing the fucking energy of this plant in this country. I want them to reap the benefits because they're the ones doing all the work. I'm tired of these people hiding secrets. I really am. I'm tired of it. There's so many technologies that we can converge in with our growing techniques that can save us hundreds of feet, thousands of feet, growing room, like tissue culture. That's one of the things that we need to start studying and get that out to the masses. That way you don't have companies, you know, like, what was the name of the company? Not Ethos. Oh my God, I can't think of the name of the company, but they took all those strains and were like, yeah, we can tell you exactly what it is. And then what they did was tell them the wrong strains that are crossed with it. They would have the original from the tissue culture and they could just make infinite amount of the seeds. And then sit there and say, yeah, this is our fucking, this is our shit, you know? And they just lied. You know, they were stealing people's genetics. They were stealing people's time. And they were telling them that their genetics were the wrong thing. You look at the American one was one of the people, Ethos. It's not Ethos Genetics, but it was, but you know what I mean? It was Ethos or something like that. But, you know, it is to the point to where is having that technology and that knowledge on how to do it allows them to sit there and take a fucking leaf, to take a cut this big with a small little sprig and a small little leaf, that big, and put it in a vial, and then have infinite fucking plants of your fucking hard work. And that's all you need. So it's those techniques that we need to learn as a people as we go forward, so we can start, you know, reaping the benefits off of that instead of big corporations hiding it. As long as we do it the right way, man, there's no way anyone's going to be able to stop us. We keep our moral compass correctly going. I'm not trying to screw anyone over. I'm just trying to help this fucking community grow and this plant grow, so we can find out how deep this shit can go. So we can go beyond scratching the surface of this, you know? And having your own genetics is always fun. Just remember, it's a crapshoot. And I'm probably the worst judge of my own genetics. But I won't let anyone... I won't let anyone tell me otherwise on it. Because I hate most of the shit that I do. So... try to keep my standards massively high for myself, you know, because if you don't, then you stop working, you know. Elbow cough. What up, small tubes? Good to see you, sir. That is a good idea. Let's elbow cough one in here. Let's do some Louis the 14th. Cheers, J Cloud, Loud Cloud. Cheers to all y'all sitting on a cloud. Fuck yeah. Stay elevated. Dabs up. Cheers. What up, Philos? Thank you. Love you, K2. Philos. Much love, homie. Thank you so much, man. I was literally sitting there going, I know this fucking name. I know this name. It's killing me. That shit's been killing me lately. I think I got to dab more. So yeah, as a community, as we get smarter and more intelligent and move forward, we get to fucking be the ones that move this community forward. And if we get to move it forward, we get to model it after our thought processes. You know? And if you were a fucking weed plant, how many people would you want smoking you? How, like, if you know your end, you know that your end purpose is to heal as many people as possible. And that's what you thrive upon. All right? That's your whole thought process as a plant. Or as even, you know, how many people would you want to smoke that? If you're that plant, you know? And that's how far we want to spread this. We want to spread it everywhere. We want to normalize it. We want people to understand that, no, I'm not smoking crack out of a bomb when I just did a dab. That's not what that is. That's concentrated medicine with less combustion going into your lungs. There's a system to it for a reason, you know, and making this plant normal to people as it is normalizing, you know, normalizing it as a medicine and as a medicine being taken. And that's one of the best things we can do. This fall can't come soon enough. I'm so sick of smoking garbage, right, Greystone? Right? It is hot as hell up here. We are 6 minutes away from 7:10 somewhere, guys, so we'll be hitting that here in a couple minutes. But Philos absolutely pulled the wool over everyone's eyes. A lot of people saw it. I think Ryan 420 was one of the first people that kind of brought it to my attention. Then the American one. I mean, we had so many conversations, and then really good friends of mine actually had sent some genetics into them, and I lost my shit. I straight up lost my shit when they told me that they gave their genetics to that company. I was just like, they were like, holy fuck. And they're like, no, we signed a contract with them. So yeah, that's cool. Because they don't seem to give a fuck about contracts. You know, a company that does that, how much fucking care do you think about breaking a contract they have? They don't. They don't give a fuck. Good God. Right? Hey, guys, it's a little bit warm. I hope everything is growing great. Not that my harvest is going to be top shelf, but it'll be free. Oh, yeah. Well, you're cute. I'm going to tell you what right now, dude. Most people don't realize how good their weed is until they smoke it. The best weed in the world is the stuff that you grew yourself. Doesn't matter who you are. Best weed you ever smoked came from your own garden. Just saying. It's God's honest fact. Yeah, I got an auto coming down like next week. I just took down an orange turbo diesel. What else do I got? I got a mystery. It's very orangey. It might be an orange velvet. I got clones off of it. That's what I'm actually thinking it might be. But that'll be coming down next week. What else? Yep, I got a Heavenly Dog coming down, and then I got a 6 weeks out on a Alaskan Thunderfuck indoors. So yeah, I almost had that thought process the other day, and then like, nah, dude. Nah, dude. But yeah, I mean, like I said, this plant teaches you patience because yeah, I may have like a week left on that auto, but I still really got about 8 days and then another week and a half. So, just trying to keep that shit flowing. And I fucked up on my dry. Hey, one of the good ways that you can actually dry if you are in a very humid area, besides talking to our good friends Herbs Now, works great in humid environments. I use one because I'm in a very humid environment. That's not what I'm going to talk about. If you have any large boxes, hanging your bud inside large boxes, like if you bought a TV, maybe a chair that came in a box. I'm just looking at boxes that I see around here. Maybe you got like a box like that, and you can just kind of hold it sideways and hang it in there. It helps out with the humidity because that cardboard will absorb a lot of the humidity from both sides. So if you do hang it in there right now, it's a really good thought process. Plus, you close the box up. It's nice and dark. Put it in a cool area. Yep. Beautiful. Dark, cool area, and you'll be good, man. That'll help you out. I use boxes last grow. I got 2 Herbs Now. Nice. Yeah. I got the big one. Yeah. Agree. Yeah. I'm going to get away dry. I think they look good. Sorry, I had to do it. Hot water heater box. Right? Right? Great box. Oh, that's awesome. That'd be a great box. That's a great box. Gets a good package with that. And the trim bin for like 110 bucks. That's for the big weed dryer too. I got 2 with the extra trays. Yeah. Not gonna, right? Make sure you put that little thing in there. That's where I actually just pulled a lot of it out, but I like to cure it for another 2 weeks after I do that. When you jar it after you pull it out of the Herbs Now, about 3 days after, those terps will start fucking kicking up like a motherfucker. So you're just going to cure it like you normally would. And those terps will kick up like a motherfucker after like day 3, and then bang, 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 bang. Just keep going on it. And that shit works great. Works great. You still want to do a cure on it. And that's one of the things that I think people don't do. I think like, oh, I dried it and I just smoked it. And the Herbs Now doesn't work because I dry it in a box for 20 days in a dark box and, smokes a lot better. Well, yeah, you kind of dry cured it. It's a different process. Like you still want to do a cure on it. So yeah. The humidity shots. Yep. That's what it is. Works great. I love it. But make sure you do jar it before for, a little bit. You'll fucking really, you'll understand. You'll be like, oh, okay. Like, I mean, I'm not going to lie. It's not like I don't smoke it out of the herbs now. No saint. If I'm dry, you know, I jar a couple jars and then I take a half a jar and I'll, you know, smoke that. And next takedown, when I fill that up, do the same thing. Take a half a jar and, you know, stuff like that. Just the process. Just the process. Oh, man, we missed 7:10. I'm so sorry. Let's rewind it in a minute. Let's rewind it in a minute. Cure. All right, yeah, that was 7:10. Happy 7:10, guys. Don't forget to cure your weed. I jar mine 24 hours before it says to. Just saying. Oh my god. Yeah, you guys should go back 2 minutes. Tell me to shut the fuck up. In the chat. It's dab time. But yeah, I mean, big boxes fucking work great if you don't have an herbs now or if you don't have a CryoCure. Yeah, I was looking at CryoCure. They have like a 5-pound one for like $700 apparently. Someone told me, and I still can't find that. But if they do, I mean, hell yeah, dude, I use that. So, all right, guys, happy 7:10, happy Monday. Finally, someone went back in time. Happy 7:10, happy Dabs Day, happy Monday. It's not 7:10, it's 7:20. But a happy 7:20 to you. I hope everyone has an amazingly elevated day for the rest of the day. Be good-ish if you can. If not, don't fucking worry about it. You know what? You can always write a new chapter in the next minute. All right? Cheers, guys. Much love. Thank you so much. Always good to see you, Fox's 10. 710 oil upside down, man. With the legend. Stealth Grower. Much love all the way from the UK. Absolutely. Like I said, man, you're in a great position. You just don't realize it yet. Give it time. Time for you is going to be like, man, you're going to be, fuck yeah. You know what I mean, Ouija Bud? Hell yeah. K2 LED, much love, homie. I got to get out of this heat because it's hot as hell up in here. Robert Burke, always good to see you. Much love. Keep it going up there. Goliath, grow. If you don't know, and it's time to get high, make sure you check out Goliath Grower's channel. Check out the Michiganja Misfits. And if you don't know, that's Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. on the Michiganja Misfits channel. Make sure you guys are checking that out. Make sure you guys are labeling your videos. Michiganja Misfits. You don't even have to just hashtag Misfits. It makes it easier, man. Show the love and grow the love for the people that are showing the love and growing the love for you. That's all we ask. We love showing off you guys. We think we have a great community of growers. Help us out. We are trying to grow that channel. So please, guys, you know, man, it's the 4-hour run for you guys. So we appreciate you. You know, show the love and grow the love with us too. You know, if you don't believe the sentiment is enough, then I apologize. That what we're doing. Here, right here, Michiganja Misfits. Make sure you're checking them out. That is tomorrow night at 7:30. Make sure you show the love and grow the love with everyone in here. But that doesn't mean like illegally. I mean like on YouTube specifically. All right, everywhere else, hands your damn self, man. It's not nice if you don't know them. They're like, no, touch me, and you want to, then be like, okay, cool. You know, that's all up to you. But like, don't force the issue. You know what I mean? Anyway, I got a little out of hand there. Anywho, be goodish, guys. Much love. Have an amazingly blessed day. Cheers. Yes. Much love, homies. Cheers. Peace out.